Bonjour! Today let's learn how to conjugate a regular verb in French in the passé composé, so the past tense. Okay, the objective of this lesson today is to learn how to conjugate a regular verb in the passé composé. Now, the passé composé is known as the past tense in English. So, you need to remember one thing. What is a regular verb in French? Well, these are all the verb ending in their infinitive form in the ER form. So you would say marcher with an ER, that means to walk. Manger, to eat, and so on. So wherever in English you say to something and the verb has not yet been conjugated, we call that an infinitive verb. Today, let's concentrate on the ER verb, which are the regular verbs. So that means they are easy to conjugate, okay? They will follow all the same pattern, and I'm about to teach you how to conjugate these verbs into the past tense. Now remember one thing though, aller, ER, is not a verb that belongs to the first grade verb. Unfortunately for all of us, aller is a highly irregular verb. So you would not conjugate it the way I'm going to teach you now. This is another lesson completely. Okay, now you're going to tell me, but what is a passé composé and when do we use a passé composé? The passé composé is an action that took place in the past and is done, gone over with. So you would say in English, I ate a banana this morning. So the fact that you are saying I ate means that it's a past tense and it's a past action, okay? It happened this morning, it did not carry on for a period of time, unlike the imperfect tense. But that's another lesson completely, so be very careful with that. How do you form a passé composé? Now, the way you do it, you have a subject pronoun, which is the je, the tu, the il, and elle. If you're not familiar with subject pronouns, please refer back to one of my lessons on subject pronoun. Once you have that, you must decide what auxiliary verb, as in to be or to have, you're going to use with that verb, because it depends, okay? So, some verbs, regular verbs, are used with the avoir, okay, and some verbs are used with être. So avoir is to have, an auxiliary, and être is to be, okay? Now, basically, you have the subject pronoun, you have the auxiliary verb in the present tense, and then you've got what we call the past participle, okay? That's the third part of the passé composé. So, the past participle of the first group verbs ends in I with an accent, okay, in its basic form. So if you take a verb such as marcher, what you need to do to have the past participle, you drop the R and you add an accent. And here you have the past participle. So you're going to say, but what is a past participle? In English, it's quite simple. It is when you say I have, and then you use that past participle, walked, okay, so you added ed. I have eaten, okay? So you didn't say I have ate or I have eat. You say I have eaten. So you need to know these past participles, okay? Regular verbs, dead easy. Drop the R and add an accent, and there you have your past participle, okay? Now, it is important to remember that the ending of the past participle will depend on the auxiliary verb you used to form the passé composé. So, with the auxiliary verb avoir, the ending is the same regardless of the gender or number that of the subjects, okay? So it will always be E with an accent. So when you say, I have walked, it would be j'ai marché. So still remain E with an accent. Or if you wanted to say, we have walked, marché with the E and an accent. So regardless. But when you use auxiliary verb to be, and some verbs are used with the auxiliary verb to be in the past. When you use this verb, then you need to consider the subject. Is it A, feminine? Is it B, a feminine plural or a plural? This will depend on the ending, okay? You put either E or ES or S, okay? That is another story completely, but I just want you to be aware. We're going to have a look at two examples here, okay? The example of the auxiliary, using the auxiliary to have in the passé composé, and maybe one example using the auxiliary to be, okay? Now, the to be verb, and you will see in a minute, can be movement verbs, okay? If you're not familiar with movement verbs, have a look at my lessons on movement verbs, okay? And the other category where you use a passé composé with the auxiliary verb to be is reflexive verb, okay? Like to wash yourself, to look at yourself. These are reflexive, back to you, okay? I think the best way is to have a look at an example, okay? The first example I want to use is this verb, chanter. Now, chanter is an ER verb, so that means it's a regular verb. Easy to conjugate, okay? Funnily enough, chanter is an irregular verb in English. So, if you wanted to say that in the past in English, you would say, I sang and I have sung. Okay, so be very careful with that. What we are trying to say today is, I have sung, okay? And sung being the past participle because you're using the auxiliary verb to have. Okay, in order to do that, I want you to know your auxiliary verb to have in the present tense. And it is like that. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Unless you know how to conjugate this verb in the present tense, you will not be able to form the passé composé, okay? Because this is the yeast of the bread. You must have it in order for me as a French person to know that you are talking in the past tense, an action that took place and is gone, done, over with. So, here we go. How do you say I have sung or I sang? By the way, it's exactly the same in French, okay? You always use these three parts. I have sung. So you put j'ai, I have, and then chanter, the past participle. And we know that chanter, you drop the R and you add an accent. Always the same in the regular verbs. Tu as chanté. Il a chanté. Elle a chanté. Nous avons chanté. And on a chanté is the same as il a and elle a. Now, on a is one has sung. Nous avons chanté is we have sang. Vous avez chanté, you have sang. Ils ont chanté and elles ont chanté. Okay, so we've done an example of how to conjugate a regular verb with avoir in a passé composé. Now you can take any examples, for example, marcher if you wanted to do that, and try to say I have walked. How would you say that? You know, yesterday I have walked, or we have walked in the woods this morning. Okay, try to use a regular verb and put it into its past form. Okay, using avoir if it takes avoir. Now you're going to tell me, but how do I know whether it takes avoir or être? Well, it's quite simple. Most of them take avoir in the passé composé. The rest that take être are either A, movement verbs, and B, reflexive verbs. Okay, refer back to my lesson on movement verbs. Okay. Now, let's use a verb using the auxiliary verb to be in the passé composé. I'm going to use a movement verb called entrer, to go in, entrer, okay? And I'm going to show you that it's not as easy as that when it comes to their past participle. Same thing, entrer, which is a regular verb, you drop the R and you add an accent. However, and depending on the subject pronoun you use, you have to add either an E or an ES, okay? Let's have a look at this. Je suis entré. Now remember, this verb, because it is a movement verb, is using the auxiliary verb to be, which is je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, on est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont, okay? So, je suis entré. I have entered. Or I entered. So I know that it's very confusing because in your language, English, if it's your language, You're saying, I have entered, okay? And you're not saying, I am entered. You could, but that's completely different, okay? The action is different. Here, we want to say, I entered yesterday, or I just entered, okay? So we're using the passé composé. Now have a look. You can either put an E accent or an E if you are a lady, okay? So you add an E for feminine, you add an S for plural, or an ES for feminine plural. So, tu es entré. You entered, or you have entered. Il est entré. Elle est entrée. On est entré. Nous sommes entrés. Vous êtes entrés. Ils sont entrés. Elles sont entrées. And have a look at the last two. Il, because it's plural but plural but masculine, so just add an S. And elle, because it's plural and feminine, you add an E and an S, okay? Because we are using the verb to be, okay? Now this is very tricky. This lesson is very tricky. You're going to tell me, when will I know how to use the auxiliary to be or to have? How will, blah, blah. Okay, remember one thing, is that most of the time it uses to have in the passé composé, okay? The rest of them will be movement verb, there are only 17 of them, or reflexive, as in I'm washing myself, I'm looking at myself, I'm getting myself up, okay? Right, that's it for the passé composé in ER verb. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember that you have a guide, support guide that comes with this lesson. For this one, I think it's very important to download it. Download. Can I say download? Is it down? Yeah? Okay. Now, remember that you can have this support guide on learnfrenchwithalexa.com, which is my awesome website. And why don't you become one of my subscribers on YouTube, Learn French with Alexa. That's it for me. Au revoir. À bientôt. Bisous, bisous.